Hey, dear friends. Today, we can talk about very strongly about security for the Mac and privacy features. Over the years, how Apple started beginning making version of the Mac software back in early years. Then today, I will show you summarize how what kind of features they did. Uh, what the security they put in at the time has involved all that good sweet stuff. Um, you know, this is basically post by article from Antigo. So I'm putting in a full link description down in the description bar. You guys can read about it. You can guys read it long about it. I highly recommend read about security. Very important. Especially if you have an old version of Mac or 7 or 6 or 8 or 9 or 10 or 11. I highly recommend to upgrade the Mac and the software with it. Very highly recommend. And let's get started. Let's get started. So when you so basically Tiger released in April 2005 by inducing in 2004. Right, and then in 2004 it called Trojan Horse called much opener. I can't repop opener. The Trojan Horse. I can't really say it properly. I'm sorry about that. As the first OS X Trojan Horse came out 2004. Then Tiger came out 2005. After that, a lot of people loved Tiger at the time, right? So, it basically, it's called download validation. Basically, early attempts to help users identify when they are about downloading something that could potentially be harmful, including application scripts, web archives, complete pages saved with a Safari. The feature wasn't foolproof. However, treats pictures, videos, and audio files and PDF as safe, meaning that tags such as PDF export could easily penetrate and split of download verifications. So, and also, Apple added access control list ACL to Tiger to submit to trade tradition to Unix file permissions. So at the time, wasn't a big threat at the time, but then when Leopard came out in 2007, what they released, Apple added a feature known as file quarantine, which considers to adding extended boot flag com.apple quarantine to files down from the web, via Apple apps such as Safari or via third-party apps that choose to implement the features. The central types of download file were opened for the first time. Users were presented with a warning dialog blog box notify them of the site from which it was downloading as well as date as time that download. So basically it notifies you if it's right. So and then Snow Leopard. Old time, my favorite was Snow Leopard. Old time, released in August 09. And Snow Leopard is Apple inducing of X Protect, which Apple somewhat confused called a safe download. Even though it was originally designed to block certain known malware from being downloaded, in December 2012, Apple enhanced that X Protect functions to allow block outdated version of common browser plugin Adobe Flash Player and Oracle Java, which were often exploited by malicious or affect websites and investments. And in January 2016, Apple began blocking outdated versions of Microsoft Silverlight. So, and as of February 2016, Apple continued to update the protect signatures for Snow Leopard, even though Apple has longer since stopped patching core Snow Leopard operating system along with it. Version of Safari, iTunes, other components. Anyone still using Snow Leopard would be wise to upgrade the latest version of the OS X. Their Macs can handle it. So I highly recommend, if you want still running Snow Leopard, I highly recommend update the newest version as soon as possible if your Mac can handle it. If Mac cannot handle it, I highly recommend buy a new Mac, and then a new Mac will come the new version. So, and you up to date security and hardware and all the good stuff. So, highly recommend. And then Lion came out July 2011, right? Mountain Lion, released in 2012. Introduced most security improvements was Mountain Lion was Gatekeeper. So, Gatekeeper basically designed for help prevent malware and sketchy programs downloaded from the internet from running it, adding a new set of options in security and privacy selection of system preferences. So, highly recommend reading about this. Right, very important. Right, and also Maverick, 2013. It basically designed to help security measures that iCloud keychain, but stored passwords and remember. And also Apple has improved the file sharing security in Maverick by adding support for SMB2 server message block 2, which become the new default Mac file sharing protocol when the FAP Apple filling protocol as also key default Windows file sharing protocol in Vista. Right. So in Yosemite, released 2014. Right, and also I just go back for a few minutes. Apple introduced an iCloud keychain as a feature designed to synchronize usernames, password, credit cards, Wi-Fi passwords between Mac and iOS devices. I like keychain. It's a good feature of Maverick. Right, and also right, it's a great tool. So I like that, and just leave it like that. Yosemite 2014 came out. Apple Can. So this is the newest version of 2015. Right. Most new point security features of Apple Can is system integration protection. It's a feature designed to prevent privilege users or software running as a root from modifying or tampering with central importing system files and folders, as well as running process that can prevent a user from accessing damage the OS, and also designed to help prevent malware from injecting itself in a deeper level. PDF work can be more effective to remove system integration protection to enable by default by Apple. Currently, allow users to disable it after booting to recover partition. And also, Apple also introduced App Transport Security (ATS), which encourage developers to use HTTPS specifically or TSL 1.2 with forward secret and latest successors and SSL. Right? Web requests to backup end servers, for example, and send a user to receive user data from the cloud. Right? And it shows you example there. And also Apple update Protect in January 2016 blocked verbally version of Microsoft Silverlight, right? And Microsoft is gradually phasing it out. This X Protect update was relocated all the way. Right? So, a lot of people having old Macs, and I would never get hacked. I would never get this. I would never get that. See, the problem with old OS, old software, it has old security. It's 2000. Example 2005. It's 2005 security. It's not now 2015 security. 2016 security. So right, security change all the time, a daily basis, and you can't stick with the past, right? If you can't afford to buy a new Mac or upgrade, I highly recommend. But if you want a Tiger or Leopard, you can't upgrade the newest version. You have to buy a new Mac, right? So I highly recommend buying a new Mac if that's the case. It's faster speed, faster processor, better graphics. It's getting better and better and better every year. I highly recommend, if you can afford, I highly recommend I buy a new Mac as soon as possible. Comes with new security, new hardware, and you're safe, and you have up to date. So with software, so if any new version comes out, you're up to date with it and you're secure. I'll still highly recommend buying antivirus. Highly recommend to be cited to get more protection on your Mac. Right? Right? So it's like Windows not have no antivirus. You're just asking for trouble, right? So that's why most Windows users has antivirus, just protecting them. Apple and Microsoft doing a good job protecting users for security threats, privacy issues. Make sure your Mac's safe, right? So Apple is doing a really good job doing that, including Microsoft. So that's my opinion about that. But like I said, don't stick with the past, stick with the future, right? And that's very important. Be safe, guys, and be secure, and make sure you guys have up-to-date software and up-to-date antivirus definitions and up-to-date software with antivirus. Very important. Bye-bye.